Hello, good morning.
Let me see. I am going to the zoo. We are going to zoo. We are going everywhere we go. And then
You heard them right. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're just coming back from our morning walk, and I was just thinking, as usual, when I think I come here, right? Okay, so basically, my thoughts today were basically on building family traditions. I know I've mentioned here earlier how the kids will always remind me they want to go on a morning walk because grandpa used to take them on a morning walk. And that's one of the traditions that he actually cultivated and built. That's tradition of physical fitness and all that to the best of his ability, even when he was aging. So um basically, most times as women, especially when we have to work outside the home, everything now has become so busy all around us. I currently homeschool my kids. And the reason I decided to homeschool my kids was when I was experiencing serious burnout as a result of having to combine work with school runs, with a whole lot. It was just a whole lot. I'm actually working on a homeschool series that I would publish on the Women Lighthouse podcast. So the burnout made me break down in health. So I was down in health and all that. And while recovering, my son too now broke down, and I just began to like think during the period where he I was nursing him back to health. The thought of homeschooling came, but that's a story for another day. So yeah, I'm back here. The kids did not even allow me to continue what I was saying. So basically, I'm talking about building family traditions. By the time I started homeschooling, I'd always wanted to homeschool, but I really didn't know how possible it was going to be because I'm a working mom. I've always been used to working outside the home and all that. But at the same time, I wanted to be more present in the lives of my kids. For instance, my son had to like start going to school or daycare when he was about a year and 1 month. My daughter, in her own case, since I had started homeschooling my son, she didn't really have to experience that. Though, when she was, I think, almost 2 years, if I am correct, when she was almost 2 years, I started dropping them in co op, but not every day. Basically, when I go to work, I drop them, and it was still a flexible structure. But the point I'm trying to make is that many times as mothers, we get so busy with doing legitimate things, going to work to earn a living, doing things around the house, and we don't really have so much time with our kids because of these legitimate demands. And many times, women, we go experience mom guilt because of this. We wish we could spend more time with our kids, but life just happens, and what can we do? So I had to become more intentional about looking for creative ways to actually spend time with my kids. So thank God for the tradition my dad had already created about the morning walks. I decided to continue with that. So one of the ways I get to intentionally spend time with my kids is when we go for our walks. Most times it's not in the morning because I have to prepare for work and prepare them for co-op. So most times it's in the evening if it's not an evening walk. Lately, I decided that when they are playing, instead of I used to have a house help, but I don't have one. So naturally I would be tired, I would want to rest. So I'll just tell them, oh no, you can't go outside and play. There's nobody to follow you. But now I actually told myself I'm already working on my fitness, getting more physically active, and I'm looking for ways to spend time with the kids. Why not do something they enjoy doing? So I go out with them to play. And when we play, we play football, we play race, like run and all those things. And I'm achieving two things. I'm achieving my step counts and my fitness at the same time. I'm bonding with them and creating memories. Why I decided to be more intentional about building family traditions is because this is what your kids will remember, even in adulthood. Like there are times in my adulthood, I think back, me and my brothers will just be remembering random things and we'll be like, oh my God, just reliving those memories. And imagine my dad passing, and one of the things my son constantly remembers is the fact that grandpa always takes us on morning walks. Is the fact that, oh, grandpa used to buy ice cream for me, grandpa used to buy sausage for me, grandpa used to buy this, grandpa, even yesterday, my son was like, Mom, it's been long we bought Nutri Milk, because grandpa will buy Nutri Milk, buy bananas, and instruct them to make smoothies for them. So those little things. So when it comes to building family traditions, it doesn't even have to be the big things. It can just be the little basic things, but it requires intentionality. It just requires intentionality. You can't leave things to chance and expect to build family traditions. It's going to create a strong bond between you and your kids. And when your kids grow older, they would remember those things. Like when during festive season, when I had to like take my kids to the amusement park, I now began to remember how my mom would take us. Then we're in Lagos, take us to a Papa amusement park. When all these stations will have their parties, we were always there. NCA end of the year party, DBN party, like we were always going out. My mom created that tradition to always take us out for those kind of events. And those are the things that me and my brothers remember now that we are adults. So this is just me encouraging you out there. If you have not begun to adopt some family traditions, think of ways in which you can fit in family traditions into your busy schedules. It can even be when it's time to make dinner, for instance. Bring the kids in with you. Don't leave them to be watching TV while you're doing all the work. Like for me, when I'm in the kitchen, the kids are always with me. Mommy, I want to put Maggie. Mommy, I want to do this. Mommy, I want to do that. Sometimes there's that tendency for me to send them away, but on the second thought, I'll just allow them hang around, tell them to do one or two things. I'm doing two things that way. I'm creating a bond with them and I'm teaching them certain values and forming family traditions. So prioritize having a family tradition that your kids will remember and that would also create a strong bond between you and your kids. So here are my thoughts for today, and I thought to share it with you. If you've not subscribed to my channel, you would get relatable resources, you will get relatable stories and content that we experience in our lives as women. It's all about women's lifestyle and health on my channel. So please click the subscribe button and like this video. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye.